Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're watching me from. You're welcome.
I'm
How are
here.
you?
I'm fine, sir. And you?
I'm good. Where are you screaming from?
I'm streaming from Ibadan, Nigeria.
Are you an Ibadarian?
No, I'm from Imo State.
Where in Imo State?
Ngopala.
I hear so a bright price too expensive, not true?
No be our fault now.
Do you mind finding one place, sit down and relax so that make you know the
Okay. Let me put on the light here.
yes.
I'm here.
Tell me. You're from Gopal. I hear so a bright price expensive.
I think so, maybe.
Like how much more or less?
I don't know.
You're
It dey change
covering your
every
mic.
year.
It they change every year. As as dollar they rise, now so na bright price they rise. Okay. All right.
No be
And
our
Browns
fault.
or more. It passed 15 million naira.
No.
And
No. I don't know. But
all
they
right.
try they change them every year.
Okay. How much your own be?
Eh?
How much your own be? I'm asking for the brothers.
Nobody don't pay.
Okay. You be Gen Z, or you be Christian?
I be Gen Z, obviously.
You be Christian?
I be Christian too.
All right. Brown skin girl, what do you have for us? What's your story?
Um, so I don't need much. I don't need money. What I need is a remote job. Cause honestly, I have a daughter, yes, but she's not with me. She's with my mom. But my mom is too busy taking care of a lot of things, and anytime I go to see her, I'm not really happy. I didn't finish my education for one or
How
two
how
reasons.
how how often have you been coming to my live stream?
I've been coming. I've been coming, but this is the first time you brought me up, and I really appreciate.
All right. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you saw some reactions from people on comment section. Now, people who don't know me for a very long time.
No,
I do not like it. I don't find it interesting when someone comes up here and tell me that they are not here they are not here for money. I don't like that comment. If you just come here, go straight to
I'm
what's your
sorry.
problem. I know. I'm just saying it in case of another person will come up. Right? I don't like it. It's kind of discriminatory. Or when person come up here and say I don't need help. We don't want to hear whether you need help or not. And here we don't care. We don't care who you are. We don't care who you are. We don't care your level of understanding. We don't care your TikTok level. We don't care who you are. If you come up here, we do not want to hear you don't need help. We don't. It's unnecessary. It just spoils my mood. Just go straight to
I'm
your
sorry, sir.
what you need because help is help. Because what you're looking for, money will still come out from it. Okay. See your house. You still define work.
Okay.
Let him be your name, but let
Now,
him be your
white
name.
babes.
Let him be your name.
My name is Rachel.
Rachel, see your house. You define work. Nobody go give us work.
Now, because it depends white, now why you fine now?
Rachel, you get flower for wall. Hi.
That flower is so cheap.
Rachel, no be Rachel find us 50 pa. I beg. I beg.
Shame now who not show the give person 50 pa.
See your cotton. See your hmm. Anyway, so what can you do? What is it you know how to do?
Actually, I didn't finish my education for one or two reasons. So,
Okay.
getting a job that is well paid is really difficult.
What can
I was
what
able
can
to
you
get
do?
a
What
laptop.
what can you do?
I have I have little knowledge about computer, but no skill. But I have knowledge about computer, so I'm looking
Okay.
for a remote job, even if it is virtual assistant. I can do it because I was able to get a laptop with faith, thinking, one or two weeks I'll be able to get it because I need to take my daughter back with me. I need,
how
I
old
need
is
to
your
take care
daughter?
of her. She's 4.
Okay. Come on Wednesday.
So, okay,
Come on
what time,
Wednesday.
sir?
The same time. I stream the same time on
What?
Wednesdays. Six to you say you've been following me for a
Okay,
long
sir.
time, 6 to 10.
Okay.
And you can as well do the same thing I told the other girl. Post what you post about yourself, my sister.
Yes, I will.
All right, my sister,
Thank you
nice to
very much,
meet you.
sir. I really
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. If anybody enter your
And
DM,
you,
tell
sir.
me.
Bye bye.
If any man enter your DM, tell me.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome, brother. Where are you
So,
streaming from?
hello. I'm streaming from Nigeria,
Oh
Lagos,
wow.
Aja.
Are you a Lagosian?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
originally?
yeah. I've been here. No, 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 no. Okay, well, no. I'm from Ogun State. Ogun State, that's Abeokuta.
Oh,
But
Ogunarian.
work brought me to Lagos.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
What do you have for us, bro?
Yes,
You're
something
welcome.
like that. Oh, yes. Greetings once again, and to everybody listening. I was shared your life, and I came to actually share my story too, as you said. So, I Mox, that's what they called me. You understand, Beltayo by name. I hail from Ogun State, just like I've said. I'm a father of two girls and a wife. My story is that such that I was born a sickle cell anemia patient. So, and my I wasn't discovered on time. My father presently right now is 88. My mother 78. I mean, they are aged, but giving birth to me, they never knew that their genotypes were not compatible. And the bad thing about it again too is that yes, although I was brought up well, I mean, you will never notice if I didn't say it. You understand? Because most of the time I'm always an hyper person. You know, the way I talk or the way because I always have this passion within me. So I wasn't discovered until I got to this secondary school. So while I was young, they push us out to do the house chores, the chores, sweep and things like that. So I complained a lot about pains, but my parents believed I was pretending. They felt all was, you don't want to do something, you don't want to. That's why. So most time I wash, I go to do a whole lot of things, and it was a painful experience for me. It was terrible while growing up. So while I was in the secondary school was when they actually discovered. I went to Abeokuta Grammar School back then, and I got sick. I think I had constipation also. So I was transferred because in front of Abeokuta Grammar School, you see that you definitely have an hospital there. They call it Federal Medical Center. So I was taken to that. And while I was there, they called on my parents who were living in Ilaro. Ilaro is somewhere in Ogun State. Yeah, they call the place Egbado Iwa. So mom came and they gave her the results because they did the preliminary test. SS. How did it happen? Mom was shouting and telling them it cannot be true. It will not be my son in Jesus' name and all those stuff. But yeah, that is what they always, you understand, the parents always, because they do not know. So the moment they knew, I had to be transferred back and get to know something. I was also given, what do you call it now, a result that I am also AS. So while we were going on, as in my journey through school, I was given an injection on the leg too. Most of the time when you are, because there was a problem in my school, and they beat all of us, the secondary school, right? The new one I got into Egbadu College. So by the time I also got there, they gave me, they were beating us just because they wanted to get the truth and we didn't have it. So they were giving us 6 round. They beat my back and it was so painful, it was bleeding. So I was rushed to the hospital. I stayed 1 week, and the day I was supposed to be discharged, I started running temperature, and the doctor came. They were like, oh, they are coming for me. The matron then was like, they will not discharge you. My mom was already tired. When you get to start treating kids, she was tired. They gave me an injection and it was on the wrong part. They gave it on the sciatic nerve, and that's paralyzed my leg. I'm talking about the left leg now. It got paralyzed, so I had to be going through physiotherapy, all this. So that was my struggle all through, and it was a painful experience. I won't lie to you. Getting into the university again, I was managing that with the sickle cell. Something beat me on my leg while we went to get some water because water wasn't flowing in the hostel then. So I scratched it. Immediately I scratched it, it became a scar. And the scar there, when I bathed with it, nothing was happening. But when I now went to my doctor, he said there was pus underneath and needed to remove it. Do you believe that that scar that he removed that day, you understand, became an ulcer? I don't know whether so people know what what leg ulcer is like. You understand? So it was a, and the reason why it's even worse is because when they give you injection on the leg, it gets thin. The vein, the nerves are the one controlling the veins and the muscles and things like that. So I lost everything on that. So they damaged it so badly that I have a condition called foot drop. Those kids when they walk, the foot will, because we don't have control of the leg any longer. It was on that same side of the leg, which I'm going to show you briefly. It was that same on the leg that thing happened. The doctor should have given me probably a strong medication, but he opened it up. This had been since 2001. Again, because of my condition, most of the time when I also get to while going through school, let me just quickly give you briefly that what I'm supposed to spend 7 years, you understand? I spent 10 years to attain wherever I've attained today. I was supposed to go, but I was outside the school for different 3 good sessions. Why was I out? They told me, if you don't take care of this leg, it will get infected. They might amputate it and so on. This care was so much that I had to leave. I will show you my leg. I have a whole lot of scrapings on my leg. They took my skin out to do the skin grafting. My brother, he did not stay. So most of the time, all the time I've spent in the hospital, I wasted. I lost some sessions. And in medical school, if you lose a semester, that's the whole of the session for you. They told me, they begged me, go and do something small. Do a 4-year course. I said, no way, I'm not going to do it. Not knowing that it was going to even be to my favor because they just wanted me to just be of good health. Immediately I finished that, my brother, I was sick. I'm always in and out of the hospital. The rigor sickle cell anemia patients feel is terrible. Not about the bone crisis any longer, not about, but the psychological thing was just there. But in my own head, I always pray because I came from a Christian background. I'll always be saying, I will not die but live. I will not, so that kept me going. Even in school, I would go for the leg dressing. They would have started lectures and some other things. So to catch up sometimes was very difficult. But it wasn't, the 3 sessions I lost was not because I was not brilliant or something. It was because I was not be able. So I was on bed for 3 good months. I lost the session. All the consequent years too, I lost the session. I lost the session when I was in my 200, when I was in my part 4, and when I was about to get my part 6. It was all like that. It was a whole lot that I was coping with. Then I got sick while I was in school. They couldn't get, in sickle cell anemia, our cells are like, they are brittle, right? They don't have enough strength because there is something missing in the DNA. In that DNA structure, there's something missing there. And that what is missing is the rigidity, Something was detached. So there's a mutation. For albinos, you see that the gene for melanin production in albino, that is why they are albinos, because it has been what? It has been detached. So the gene has problem. So for my own now, the gene maintaining that rigidity of that cells, you understand, it was some things had mutated. So that means that my cells, they stay just like 20 to 30 days before they get destroyed. Because any strenuous condition, if I'm exposed to extreme heat, extreme cold, stress, or whatever, I was a very agile boy. I played football. I played until everything changed. So I wasn't opportune to do all this. They gave me an injection again. I wanted to get my veins. They couldn't get it. And they went through my leg. My brother, that also caused another leg ulcer, making 2. Because of the way I walk and the way I walk in school too, you understand, while growing in school, my walk, when I started the walk, I was, when you have issues with one leg, you tilt to the other one. So it is that I sit a lot or I stand a lot, and because I overworked it, I have what you call DVT, deep venous thrombosis, meaning that there's a blood clot in the leg. I was sitting on a particular side. The blood flow on that leg was not good. It got swollen, and the old wound that was on that leg got open again, making 3 open wounds. The last one was when they tried to open the DVT and they said, oh, let them try to get it. In fact, they brought out pus from that leg and it was almost filled, that Pepsi bottle and things like that. It was almost closed, you understand, when they brought me out of the theater. So I've been in and out. I faced coma like 3 days and they don't know whether I'm even going to be alive and the moment I am alive again, I just want to do the things you see I can't do. I've gone through surgery 7 times. This same skin grafting on both legs. But it was not just taken. And my finances, almost like I do work with federal government, but I'll tell you 80% of my finances, it goes to my health. And here I have to also maintain because I was brought from Abeokuta to Lagos. And you know what Lagos life means? The house rent, put kids in school, and so many other things. But I never gave up. It was a painful experience. It was a mistake that could have been avoided. People will ask me, do you forgive your parents? I say, I do. Maybe it was because of their ignorance. But I'm facing the consequence today. And that's why most of the time I stand in the gap and I always tell people that I'm an advocate against sickle cell. Love is not blind, guys. Love is now open. The compatibility that you think love can say, oh, we still love ourselves, we'll be compatible and things like that. Odogu, by the time you get into that problem, it's not going to be your own problem alone. It's going to be everybody's problem. If my father was supposed to build 10 houses, I'm the reason why he built just one. A civil servant. They regretted all their life and they were spending virtually everything to do what? To keep me alive. So that surgery that I went to IITA to give, I am in Ibadan to give a lecture. By the time I got there, Odogu, I finished it and I was feeling pale. My PCV, when they checked, because they took me to the clinic, it was 9%. I was almost gone. By the time they brought me to Lagos, 6%. And I had to take like 11 pints of blood in that hospital. The doctor said I should call my people that I'm gone.
I want to,
6% is nothing.
I want to chip in something. When you said love
Yes, please.
is not blind, for those that does not understand, I'll make it short. Love is not blind. The people in love are the ones blind. I'll say that again.
Thank you, sir.
Love is not blind. The people that are in love are the ones that are blind, but love is not blind. Go on, my sister.
Yes, please.
Sorry, brother. Go on, my
brother. I so much agree with you, and that's why I'm always saying all these younger ones and things like that. I'm devoting my life to always preach to them, to always let them understand that the gravity of what will happen. Don't bring a kid to the world that will come and suffer. You understand? It will not be my father. If I tell you he had to borrow some money, he didn't tell me. Do you know? The moment I heard this, also sold some lands. It was a mental torture to me. That's so for me to have survived to this age. I needed to. I can't choose for myself. I needed to be looking for a woman that is AA.
Sir? How old are you now? How old are you now?
Yeah, I'm in my mid-40s, sir.
Wow. And your kids?
Yeah, I have a 10-year-old girl, Annabelle, and I have the younger one, to Mirabelle. She's 5.
Okay.
Annabelle is 9. She's going to be 10 July. Yeah. So, putting kids in these schools, walking alongside, and I can't even walk me. So the problem was that the medical system was worse. They couldn't discover some things on time. Okay. Luckily for me, they brought in certain grants. I wrote the exam. In fact, whites are always very strict with their things. They wanted to do these corny things and things like that so that they'll be able to choose some people to, you understand, go for the course. It was a fellowship course. So by the time they now brought it to my table, it was expiring. They didn't know who to do it. So they brought it to my table. I was lucky because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know any what's it called boss or any other thing, and I passed the something. It was a strict 2 hours interview because it was supposed to be 30 minutes. And the moment they now did that, I was opportune to get to the UK. I was at the University of Liverpool to do that fellowship. So by the time I was doing the fellowship, I said, let me even go to check my leg. My brother, when they saw me, they were like, how are you surviving? Are you human at all? They said, you shouldn't even be moving around, because the legs are too swollen. So that was the first place where they detected certain things. The second one was when I actually also on that same program. And mind you, while I was going through this program, there's no day I don't feel pain. In my life since I was born, there's no single day I do not feel pain. It's either the crisis pain, is that the bone pains, is that, and in sickle cell, anything can happen because blood flow, once it impedes, Once it doesn't go well, you understand? If I have a crisis now and blood is no longer because it has clogged, you know that C shape, because the red blood cells have actually been broken, the C shape, it will not move well in the vessels. So it will now clog, it will now keep clogging, and the pressure will be much. That's the pressure of the things we are feeling. I feel it deep down my bone marrow. I said this pain can go a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes a month before we get healed. It's like you are not human. It's like you are just facing that trauma. And immediately those happen. Just like I said, they gave me just a needle injection, and 3 days, you understand, the thing has been cannula sepsis. Why? Because the red blood cells that are supposed to protect me, that are supposed to have these white blood cells, immunoglobulins and everything, the blood has nothing because it is reduced. Anemia means shortage of red blood cells. You understand? So I don't have enough. How would I have enough to move to the leg? The little blood we have is maintaining all our organs, right? You understand? So it will not go to places where it doesn't matter. Those places are extremities to it. They are far away. So Odogo, I'm just here to let you understand that the pain is real. When I got to Germany, they now told me, oh, do you believe that when they saw me, they had to put me down, despite the fact that I was there for a 3-day conference? They said I'm not going, that if I go, it's on them. For me to have actually entered that hospital, Viviante's hospital in Berlin. Odogu, as I was telling you, all these things I'm saying, people will think, oh, he's rich, is this. You can check my post and things like that. You see him in business class or some other classes, maybe first or something. It was not my wish. It was just God that was helping me. Do you understand? And that is what people will see. People will never know, because I don't want to look like what I'm passing through. So despite that ailment, I still flew. I pretended to them as if I was okay. You understand? Just to accomplish that aim. I was on bed for another 3 months. They discovered that I had an MRSA. I had an infection on the leg, and it just can't be cured. So meaning that all the surgeries I've been doing, it will never have taken, because they couldn't discover in Nigeria. So I've wasted money, sometimes 5 million in the hospital, the next year 3 million, and I'm always staying 3 months. And do you know what? Even with my staying, they didn't allow me to do physiotherapy. They never allowed me. So I was stiff on the bed. My legs now, I can't really walk, because the legs have stayed so long. I lie down. I'll show you where I lie down when I actually finish. I'm so sorry I'm taking too much time, please. But I just needed you to know and people to understand and learn too. Health is wealth, guys. If you do not have your health, that's nothing. No matter how much money. So take care of it now. It will tell to you later in the future if you do not. I'm so sorry. Maybe the ones I actually left, you understand, maybe the repercussion is now, but I never felt that I needed to help. I thought my life was going to be short, Udogu. I would not lie to you. I never knew I was going to survive today. But I have a fighting spirit. So my problem is that if the problem, you are complaining of yours, check out another person. This is somebody that has been active all through his life. Udogu, see, this is my leg. Just briefly, these are the thighs, see. I don't know whether you can see properly. Okay? So I'm just letting you know, scars all over, cutting my skin, staying on bed 3, 4, 5 months. Odogu, I'm exhausted. My finances cannot meet anything. Yeah, and people will say, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor. They never know what is going deep down you. Sometimes we are masked. People don't see the things we are going through on our faces. I don't come on camera. I've depreciated. Go and check my other pictures. If I open my chest to you, see how lean I am now. But I'm not shameful. I'm going to stand on what I am. I'm not shameful about it. Am I angry with my parents? I'm not. It's just a phase of life. If God says I'm going to go through it, who knew whether I was going to even be this long or not? Who knew whether I was going to be on your platform? Thanks to my wonderful sister Cassie. You understand? Because I was just like, I was lost. My friends generally presently now, they discovered my situation, Odogu, because I have a surgery I needed to go for since last year. I couldn't get the money. You understand? And my friends just got to know. I now begged him. I said, don't tell anybody. He said, no, he's going to tell. I said, sometimes ago, money had been raised for me. I don't want to come to public and let them, you understand, give a wrong impression and things like that. But he said, no, we are saying, what is this? This is an evidence of what is wrong with you. Although it's been a tough time being the father to my kids. Is that I'm in pain? Is that I'm aggressive? Sometimes people say you talk too much, talking away my pains, because every single day I am facing it. But do I want to look like it? No. I smile all the time. I go to people's platform. I moderate. I do all this, but in my clothes something. Because right now it's hitting into me. I have anemia. I have a problem with the hip, and all the because sickle cell anemia causes complications. For female patients, they can't even carry pregnancy to term, so they don't even give birth. Most of them are stigmatized. They will never give them work because it's in and out today. Who wants to give a sickler work? You understand? Because you'll be in, you'll be out. Although it is part of the country. You understand? Not outside. Outside, they have a whole lot of things. So my friends will tell me, Mokes, don't die. Sorry, don't buy. If you buy in Nigeria, we will never be happy with you. But I've not seen opportunity to move. Because everything I'm getting is just to my words. So remember the child you're bringing to life. Use me as an example. Not everybody can survive. Not everybody can say, I begged God. I said, God, why me? Out of 4 children. Out of 4 children, why me? God said, who else if not you? That if I will never give to you what you cannot handle. I just kept quiet. He said, mention one of your siblings that I should give to. I said, no, 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 no. He said, no, mention it. I said, no. All this were going in my brain. It wasn't just a day thinking. It's not as if I'm trying to, you understand, pull something. But that was what I had inside of me. That these people cannot go through what I'm going through. Although I'm always on bed 247. Somebody that was very active, even at work. The promotions and everything that came by was because of the hard work. But now I'm on bed, lying fully like it's a mental torture, not mental to me. My wife lost her job because of me. She had to withdraw. Over 4 or 5 years that we stayed in Lagos, she had not worked. It's still on me. Thank God I have people that are reasonable in my office settings that understands what pain is like. So I sleep in, I drink pain. If I say I don't need help, it's just because I'm trying to that ego thing in us, try and sort it out yourself. Try and sort it out. So many people have kept quiet and they've gone. That's what my friend told me, man of president. If you keep quiet and you go, it's to your own problem because don't be so. I always apologize when I'm on platform. You understand? I said, don't, it's not pity. It's not about pity. Look at me. Look at me. An example. And I pray to God that then one day I'll be out of this pain and I'll give a testimony in front of millions of people like that. I have 2K people watching me right now. If your problem is facing you, look at my own. Is it as big as mine? If you bring me to another person, will my problem be as much as that person? So everybody has things they are facing in life. And that is where you are saying sharing and venting heals. You understand? The reason why I'm venting is not because I'm angry, but sometimes I do it. I mask it because of pain. Sometimes you see me, I can be a little bit aggressive when I talk and I'll apologize. I'm sorry. Odogu is not myself. You understand? I understand. I've never gone to a mental health clinic because I know that if they actually test me, I can try to be brainy and try to dodge them. You understand? Because I know what they are looking for. But if I say I've not been mentally impeded in my life, I'm lying. Yet still I'm progressing. And I don't know how God has been doing it. I'm an AD at work. That's an assistant director. You understand, at my own level. But I do not have things to be able to say, this is what I have. Odogu, if you tell me, what are the things at my age? What are the things that you have? I can only boast of my wife, my kids, and my family. My sister, she has spent a lot. My brother has spent a lot. I told you where for. You understand? Those two have given everything they can give. So at the point in time, I said, don't worry again. I'm not bothering you. Let thy will be done. What will be, will be. And thank God, something is going to come up. I pray by God's grace. And this is me sharing my testimony with you guys. That tough time never lasts, but tough people do. Never give up on whatever that is wrong with you. You are the reason why some people are still waiting. So if you have failed in life and you have given up, what about those people waiting on you? There are people waiting on you. Your destinies are tied together. So if you don't make it, that means they will not make it too. Because you have already failed. So remember that it's not just you that you are living for in life. You are living for other people too. And if you do not cross that boundary, if you not fight your fight and win, those people that are waiting on you are waiting in vain. That means you have also truncated their lives just because what? You gave up. Just because you felt that, yes, and never always let us also have sense of entitlement. I never had that. My brother said something to me. He said he was angry at the point in time. He said, don't you know that we also feel pains? Is it because my father and mother, they look after you, they do all this? Do you think? I said, so you are jealous? He said, no, that but the way I do sometimes. I said, I'm doing it out of my pains. He said, no, everybody has pains. Something I'm feeling every day. It pained me so much, but I had to forgive him too.
Yeah.
Because I said, you cannot go through what I am going through. I'm so sorry once again for taking off our time. My wife is still there. She
Dr.
stayed with
Moss.
me for long and she's there. Yes, my brother.
Dr. Moss, thank you for sharing. However, where are you at the moment? You're in Germany.
No. I'm based in
Okay, you're
Nigeria.
based in
It was
Nigeria.
just what's it called? Yeah, it was what do you call it now? An official
Okay.
assignment that I went.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
So, but
brother.
I'm back and
Okay.
yes, sir.
My brother, first of all, I'm giving you a clap because you're a warrior. And you've carried yours for 40 something years. How old did you say you are again?
In my mid 40s.
40, mid 40s. You've carried yours until mid 40s. And another person I want to shout out to and clap for is your wife.
Yes, she has been through thick and thin.
It takes a lot for someone to be with someone who is with a partner who is struggling. No matter how much we want to talk about it, it takes a lot. Sometimes inside their mind, they might never tell you, but it's very tough. But they stay there because they believe in you. And someone like me, where woman don't show shege at my lowest, I understand. I
Wow.
understand how. I understand the value, and I hold respect for a woman who stays with the man at his lowest. Yeah,
Yes.
someone left me and stepped on my head at my lowest. I would never forget it. It would take me a while to forget it.
Yeah.
So when I see women that stay, I respect them a lot. So my
Yeah.
brother, thank you for sharing. All right. There are things
Thank
I
you
know.
so much.
There are some things you might not want to say or you don't know how to say. But this is what I'm going to do for you. I don't do it. I think I've never done it. All right. I'll be posting your story because a lot of people needs to hear it. Okay. And then I'll be attaching your account number if it touches anybody to support you because you need it. Even if you don't ask for it, you need it.
Thank you so much.
So
I'm grateful. Thank you so
send your account details to Cassie. All right. This is the first time I'm actually
Yes.
posting someone and just put the account.
Wow.
I'm going to do it.
I'm so grateful.
You're welcome,
I'm
my
so
brother.
grateful. I'm so grateful.
You're
I,
welcome,
I,
my
I
brother.
really means the world to me. I mean, when you see somebody at the lowest, the only thing we should do as human beings is to pull each other up. You understand? When you realize somebody is there. So I really, this is not, as you said, you have never done it, and I will tell you that with all my heart and all humility. You understand? It means a lot to me. In fact, it's eternally, and I'll be eternally
I
grateful
got you,
for
bro.
it.
I
You
got you, bro.
understand? Thank you so much. God
I got you,
bless
my
you.
brother.
And God bless everyone listening too. I really appreciate
You're
you, sir.
welcome, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts too. I really appreciate you all. Love you.
Thank
And
you,
God
bro.
bless us. Thank you.
Please, guys, no matter how much you love someone, I beg, no matter how much you love someone, please, if you guys are going to bring a child, we will get these things. Please, to hell with it.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you streaming from?
Nairobi, Kenya.
All right. Today is not for Today's for Nigerians. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So how can we help you? Is it urgent?
It's just like this time I'm struggling with my paying my school fee, and I'm supposed to do exams like on 20th this month.
Okay. I'll see you on Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to say it to your face. I will take you down, then I will say it. Thank you, Cassie. All right. I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it to your face.
Okay.
All right, my sister, come back on Sunday and give it a try. Okay. However, my question was, how can you be? I don't know. I'm just saying, how can you be on level 23 on TikTok and you don't have a school fees? Do you know what it costs to be in level 23? I'm curious. Or are you just converting gifts? It's actually expensive to be on level 23.